All right, the top 50 NBA players. I just watched like the first half of the Olympics. I vlogged it. I'm not gonna post it though, but I seen the first half. It's gonna be interesting to see where they put Jason Tatum, because, you know, the whole pressure was, can this team win together? Can they win? And now they won. And now niggas have an issue with how they won. I just think it's interesting. Like, I get what niggas saying, like, oh, Tatum didn't have to do anything, but it's like, that's not really his fault. That's not his responsibility to do as much as y'all think he needs to do. His responsibility is to do whatever needs to be done to win. So if Derek White is getting off and Jaylen Brown is getting off and Porzingis is getting 20 and 10 a game, like, you know, it's not his role to be like, yo, chill, I need to drop 30. Like, if he's cool dropping 18, 9, and 6, or 22, 8, and 7, or 20, 10, and 8, like, that's cool. Like, you know, that's just my personal opinion. If you win, everything is excused when you win. When you lose, now we gotta, that's the beautiful thing about winning, is that when you win, you don't have to point fingers. We don't have to talk about who did what. Like, we could talk about it, but it's like, yo, next game, like, yo, on the screen switch, all right, cool. Like, the energy's different. I feel like he might just do half.
Boys and mother effing girls, I've been working so hard behind the scenes. Oh, I can't wait to tell you what I've been working on. This ain't about none of that. This is about the top. Then after notable bring-ups or whatever the word is, I can't remember. I'm too high. Notable mentions, whatever it is. I don't know.
GG, Bogdan,
I got
Derek
Darius
White,
Garland
Zach
at the
LaVine.
bottom. Bogdan.
Derek White better than Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine. Either way, low key, I'm not mad at it.
Bogdanovich is one of the people that originally was not on this list, but then after watching the Olympics, he got added on this list. I felt like I just had to throw him on here. I couldn't throw him any higher than this because I got Derek White after that. Right? I don't think he's better than Derek White. I got Zach LaVine after that. I'm still giving Zach LaVine the edge over Derek White, even though Derek White got the defense, just because Zach LaVine has so much offense. Kuz was, believe it or not, 27th in the league in scoring with 22.3, I think. So he probably should have been a little bit higher than 52, but I'm not sure who he's better than out of these other 50,
Not necessarily.
What people? Cade Cunningham. Is Kuz better than Cade Cunningham?
I don't think so.
Next at 50.
I don't think so. I like it so
Now
far.
we're getting into the actual list and not the notable mentions. At number 50, I have Chet Holmgren. I have Chet Holmgren at number 50.
Chet over Cade. Chet is not better than Cade to me. Chet, I bet on Chet a lot this year. And Chet, a lot of games he didn't really do shit. But they were the best seed. He was great defensively, whatever. And the Pistons were absolutely terrible, one of the worst teams in the league. So I guess I can't really be mad at it.
And at number 49, I have Jalen Williams. I think Jalen Williams is just a notch better than Chet, but I think that Jalen Williams has a chance to go as high as maybe 40 on this list. I think Jalen Williams is on the rise. I do have DeJounte Murray slightly ahead of Jalen Williams, but I
think he's more than slightly better than Jalen Williams.
think that when the 2025 season will be over, Jalen will be higher
I don't think
than
so.
DeJounte Murray.
DeJounte's still
I'm
getting
giving
better.
Jaren Jackson the slight edge over Rudy Gobert.
Why the slight
Rudy
edge?
Gobert is not really doing anything in the Olympics. He could have maybe even been a little bit lower, but I'm giving Jaren Jackson the slight edge. And then I'm giving Sengun the slight edge over Jaren Jackson. Just because, you know, I've watched Sengun play a little bit more than Jaren Jackson, and Sengun looked pretty good. He's not bad.
Sengun is good.
Sengun might even be better than Mobley. I don't know. We'll get to it, though. Next up, I have
he might.
Bane and
Actually, I like
Mikal
Sengun over
Bridges. I think that
Bane,
I think Desmond Bane is probably better than Mikal, but Desmond Bane is injured too often for me to put him over Mikal. So I'm giving Mikal Bridges the slight edge over Desmond Bane. And then I have Evan Mobley, who again...
Is Sengun better than Evan Mobley? I'm personally going to take Sengun. I think there's situations where I take Mobley because Mobley's a a far and a way better defender, but just as a player, I think I would take Sengun.
You guys can let me know if you think Evan Mobley is better than Sengun. It's a toss-up. Sengun might be better. I'm not sure. And then at 41, the next player that got added that was not on here before the Olympics, I had to. All right, I got it. I had to add Franz Wagner. I had to add Franz Wagner on the list just because, he's been going so crazy in the Olympics. He's been the second best player on Germany. And if you ask me, Germany...
I think going off the Olympics is kind of too much. Like, that's not really an NBA feel. Like, a lot of niggas, like, if we're going off the NBA or off the Olympics, Devin Booker is worse than everybody probably, like, who played in the Olympics. Like, he's worse than Bogdanovich. So, going off the Olympics, I'm not sure if that's the right way to go. Jamal Murray wouldn't be on this list based on the Olympics. Shea wouldn't be on this list. So, I don't think you can go off the Olympics. But Franz in the NBA season was pretty dirt. Like, he was very, in my opinion, very inconsistent on a Magic team that needed the offense. Like, their defense was really good, and that's what I feel like carried them a lot of times. He would have his explosions for points and shit like that, but just mad inconsistent as far as I'm concerned.
Is the second best team out of everyone. Like, yeah, I've got Germany at number 2, so I had to put Franz in here. Shout out to Franz, man. Shout out to him. He wasn't even on the list before the Olympics. At 40, I have Pascal. Who I think is just a notch better than Franz, even though Pascal's not playing. And then at 39, I had Laurie. And at 38, I had Harden.
Laurie Markkanen better than Harden is unacceptable. And I don't give a fuck what nobody tells you, okay? I don't care what nobody tells you. As much as I shitted on James Harden in the video, I'll probably tag it right here. I'll put a tag or whatever for it. As much as I shitted on James Harden for not doing shit against the Mavericks, Laurie Markkanen is not. I was about to say Laurie Harvey. Laurie Markkanen is not better than him at any. He's not. Is he even a better defender? I guess. Like, he doesn't shoot better. He doesn't score better. He doesn't play make better. He doesn't dribble better. He's not what does he do better? Like, you can argue he shoots better. I wouldn't argue that, though. So, like, what does he do better? Rebound? Even that is not even, like, 100%. Like, there's some wiggle room there. So, he literally, and defense, all right, cool. I can give you defense. But he's not no fucking defender. So, Harden does literally everything on the offensive side better than Laurie Markkanen. And Laurie Markkanen is above average defender. I'll give him that.
But then as I was re-looking over my list, because I made this list when the finals ended originally, then as I'm re-looking over my list, I had to go look at the numbers. I'm like, wait, Harden is not.
Laurie Markkanen averaged 23 points per game with 8 rebounds? Dead ass? I really don't think I'm being biased, bro. You're taking a Laurie Markkanen, who was a number 1 option on his team, and you're taking James Harden, who's a number 3 option on his team, and you're comparing stats. Like, you do have to take the stats into consideration, but you do also have to take, like, if we're looking at Cade stats and Chet, like, by that logic, we got to look at Cade and Chet stats. You feel what I'm saying? Because their roles and their, like, the situations are different. So you can't really just look at the stats. I'm like, if anybody's taking Laurie Markkanen over James Harden right now, I don't know what to tell you. Like, James Harden is still an elite playmaker. He's an elite, regardless of whether or not he can score the basketball in the playoffs. He's off. He has off nights. Regardless of any of that, every given night, James Harden is an elite playmaker. Every given night, he is an elite decision maker. No matter what, every night he is a wizard with the basketball. Now, is he gonna make shots all the time? I don't know. But Laurie Markkanen, like, I'm not taking him over Harden.
Not better than Laurie.
And that might be biased, bro, because he has more points, more rebounds. Now, the assist is where Harden is, like, obliterating him. Like, Harden, one of the elite playmakers of the league, and this nigga is just, I don't even know what he's on. But I mean, 16 and whatever. Maybe I'm being biased, but
so I had to switch that one up. We put Harden at 30.
Curry GOAT, Melo Olympic, Harden ML. Nah, Curry wild out. I ain't gonna lie. Curry shitted. Like, that shot over two niggas and over Wemby, nigga went crazy. I'm glad Melo was getting his respect. Like, I'm glad the players was showing Melo love. You feel what I'm saying? Like, cause that's really who fuck with Melo. It's not really the analytical niggas and the niggas who feel like he's not, like, you know, dumb niggas like Tim Duncan. And Tim Duncan is great, don't get me wrong, but Melo is like a player's player. So it's cool to see him get that type of love.
39, Lauri at 38. I mean, so far, I think my list is 100% spot on. Like I said, I've spent months on this, so I feel very confident in this list. For me, it looks pretty fucking spot on. Again, I don't know who Kuz is better than these niggas. You know, I don't know if Kuz is better than Franz Wagner. I don't know that. At 37, I have Damian Lillard. And at 36, I have Julius Randle.
I'm not even mad at that. I'm really, as a Damian Lillard fan, like, I was ready to say something about whoever was above Dame. Like, am I taking Julius Randle over Dame? If we're projecting into the future, it's still a toss-up, honestly. Like, I can't even complain about that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
A lot of people had Julius Randle a lot lower on their list, more in like the 40 range. But I think that Julius Randle deserves to be 36. I think Julius Randle is good. He gets injured a lot.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he's not injured this year. When he's not injured, I think he's a notch better than Dame, Lauri, and Harden. I really do.
Okay.
I'm standing on that. No
I'm
cap.
not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. This, like, Harden under Lauri Markkanen, though, to me, like, I swear it don't sit right. Like, I'm not even mad because of the stats, but it don't sit right in my spirit. Like, I'm gonna just be real with you. Like, it just don't sit right. And maybe I'm a hater. Like, some players on this list I don't really care for. Like Chet, I'm kind of iffy on Chet. Lauri Markkanen, kind of iffy on Lauri. Who else? That's really it of everybody who's Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich. Iffy.
At 35, I have LaMelo, who's also injured a lot. And at 34, I have De'Aaron Fox. I had to give De'Aaron Fox the edge over LaMelo, even though LaMelo at 100% is probably better than De'Aaron Fox. But, you know, he was injured. I just can't give him the edge. Hopefully, LaMelo is above De'Aaron at the end of the next season. And then at 33, I have Brandon Ingram. And at 32,
Ingram is not better than De'Aaron Fox. I'm sorry to tell you, he's not. He gets injured more. He's like, what are the stats? What are the stats?
I have Dennis.
Hold on. I want to know the stats. Since we love to use the stats so much, and we're just like, oh, I was looking back at the stats, and you know this. Let's see, Fox. Let's see. What are we looking at? Who are we looking at? Who's the other person? Ingram. And let's just compare. Okay, so this past year, Ingram averaged 20 or let's just say 21, 5 and 5 or 21, 5 and 6, however you want to look at it. And De'Aaron Fox averaged 26, 4 and 5 and a half. Yo, like, in what world is Ingram better than De'Aaron Fox? Like, I'm not understanding. You want to look at the shooting splits? Okay, 46, 36, 70, 73 from the free throw is just for a point guard, bro. Come on, at least be 75. Come on, broski. Ingram is 49, 35, and 80. So his splits are better. His splits are better. But what does Ingram do better? Ingram doesn't score better. He doesn't play make better. He doesn't. I don't think he defends. I mean, he might because he's like really long, but I really don't feel like he defends better. Does he shoot better? He might shoot better. I mean, but he shot worse from the three. But that doesn't necessarily mean he shoots better. Like he's a better shooter. He just, we gotta take into attempts. I don't know. Personally, I'm taking De'Aaron Fox.
Schroeder.
Has Ingram even made the playoffs yet? I don't know.
Was not on this list. I did not have Dennis Schroeder.
Why the fuck would you put Dennis Schroeder on the list? Because of the Olympics, bro. You're taking the Olympics too much into consideration. Dennis Schroeder being on top 50 is fucking ridiculous. Come on, like that's too much.
My top 56.
Now we doing too much. But I
remember last year when they were doing like the little World Cup shit or whatever they were doing, I remember Dennis Schroeder was going absolutely crazy on Germany.
So Dennis Schroeder is better than Damian Lillard. That's the claim. And De'Aaron Fox and LaMelo Ball. That's the claim. That's the claim we're making. We're making that claim on record. We're turning on the camera. We're turning on our mics. We're wiping the crust out our eye. We're brushing our teeth. And we're sitting down with a straight face, and telling the world, we're telling 31,000 viewers that Dennis Schroeder is better than De'Aaron Fox, LaMelo Ball, and Damian Lillard. All of niggas who play his position, all of niggas that will fry him on a night in, night out basis. Like, what are we saying at this point?
And then this year, he is, again, the best player on Germany, who is the second best team. So I think we have to put some respect on Dennis Schroeder's name.
We don't.
So I got Dennis Schroeder at 32.
Yeah, that's wicked.
And I feel good about that placement. I mean, in the regular season, is he better than Dame and Laurie and Julius Randle? Probably not. But I mean, when it matters in the World
What the fuck? Okay.
Cup, I don't know if them niggas can do what Dennis is doing. I would have to see it. Like he's amazing right now. At 31, I have Karl Anthony Towns.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Who has fallen down. He was higher on the list last year. At 30, I have DeMar DeRozan. Now, this is where it starts getting a little tricky.
Start getting spooky. Spooker.
At 29.
Okay. Wait, DeRozan over Towns? Okay, I'm good with that.
I have Tyrese Maxey. I think Tyrese.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool. I like Tyrese. Tyrese could be a little bit higher on my list, personally. He could be a little bit higher.
Maxey is just a notch better than DeMar DeRozan. What do you guys think? Now it starts getting a little... I think Tyrese Maxey is a notch better. I think by the end of the 2025 season, Tyrese Maxey will have a better season than DeMar DeRozan. So I'm giving Maxey the slight edge. I think Trae Young, right now, at this very moment, is just slightly better than Tyrese Maxey. But
I agree. That's accurate. That's accurate take right there. That's an accurate take. That's an accurate take right there. That's a good take. I'm with that. He's on the money with that. Like, Trae Young is just a little bit. Tyrese is so nasty, bro. But it's like, he's so nasty, bro. That's it. I'm going to just leave it at that.
I think that at the end of the season, Tyrese Maxey will probably be better than Trae Young.
Maybe.
He'll probably be better than Trae Young.
Maybe.
At 27, I have Sabonis, who is just a model of consistency. I'm sure he will be around the same spot next year. And then at 26, I have Paolo Banchero, who I was going to put in my top 25, but I just couldn't do it. Maybe next year I think Paolo will be in the top 25. But this year, Paolo, you are at number 26. And I'm going to do y'all niggas.
Is Paolo better than Sabonis? I don't really think so. I don't even think he's better than... Is he better than Trae Young? Maybe because of defense. Maybe. That's the only... Like, because of that, like, that's now it gets tricky. I don't think he's better than Maxey, though, interestingly enough. Sabonis... I don't think Paolo's better than Sabonis.
just like they did me Game of Thrones season 2. And that's it. Tune in next season to see what happens. I was so mad when they ended Game of Thrones like that. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, no, I'm stopping right there. I will drop the top 25 after these last few games.
Did he drop it yet? Hopefully he dropped it, bro. I'm not trying to wait to watch that shit. Nigga, it's been 4 days. Why you didn't drop it, bro? You fucking jerk. Why niggas ain't dropped the vid, bro? No, that was calm, though. That was calm. 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 That was calm.